The replay works, so we got Jam playing Ryota. Oh, we saw another game of Ryota earlier, but this is a slightly different line from what we saw. Versus the King of Apples, who I've never seen before.
Yeah, me neither. First time seeing them fight.
Yeah, I don't think I've interacted with them in the Discord yet either, so... This is going to be, you know, a completely new person to the stream and to tournament play. Ooh, very aggressive line from Ryota still.
But that can instantly hit the barracks next turn.
Yeah.
If they want to.
I guess they can challenge that sword that spawned as well.
Oh, that too.
Sword retreats, Valder heals. And actually this is very similar to what we saw from Sneaky earlier.
I think it's even more aggressive than Sneaky's.
Yeah, this is...
Yeah. Oh, and yeah. He's like, you know, I'm not going to set up to hit the barracks. I'm just gonna hit it.
Yeah. Just gonna do it. And he has a... Oh, wow.
Oh, actually gets a crit from that.
That's a great opening.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Something different every time. Barrett was right.
Yeah, Maximum Carnage. It's got the variety. It really does. And we're seeing so much early aggression. Everybody's just pushing onto like each other's buildings, production, you name it.
I guess on this map you have to take over the barracks. I think that's like the play.
Yeah, but not dedicating too much. We've seen people try and push down barracks and lose everything for it. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it would never happen to me. Although, looks like the King of Apples is doing pretty well on the right side of the map, while Jam2020 is focusing on the left one.
We see a very early, well, not very early. Like we're seeing an early Valder groove. You always see an early Valder groove, but I'm wondering if they're going to spend it or if they're going to save for tier 2. That is like the big question. There's a lot of hot debate in the community as to whether it's worth using tier 1 groove from Valder at all.
Let's see.
Takes out the sword. Can this barracks even go down? Whoa!
Ooh. The knight just runs straight past the Valder, decals the tower, and this is
It just walks back and heals off of it.
The barracks won't go down this turn, but I don't think it's gonna stand for that much longer.
I mean, maybe, do you just build a golem from it at this point? Just be like, I need something in front of this thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's an option. I guess King of Apples has the money for it, but doesn't have the space for it.
Rise from your grave.
Regular tier 1 comes out.
Alright, going to flip that fortified village, so...
Probably should have done this sooner, so that Valder could build up more groove.
Yeah, I think Valder had stuff to do every turn before then. I think King of Apples is going for more of a longer game, for more economy based, going for fortified villages, building a bit more water. But Jam2020 just wants to steal the barracks and get a game-winning position now. And it looks like that knight could go for it.
Yeah, you're right. And actually, because of the Ryota positioning, the knife is actually safe from the spear.
Yep.
And Ryota's thing is, as long as he doesn't die, he is safe. You can just skip
And
on
right
out of
now,
there.
I don't think he can die. And
Ryota... let me check.
He's
Maybe he could die, I think.
No, there's a harpy now. And there's no anti-air. Oh no.
Yeah, now he can. Now he definitely can't.
okay.
Actually, he can just continually build air units, and there's nothing.
Oh yeah, because air
I think you
defense.
kind of need to build a ballista from the... Oh wait, no, that's not their barracks. What am I saying?
Yeah, not anymore. Been overtaken, and there's no more mages coming out. Oh, but now the tower is getting taken.
Yeah, I guess realizes the tower is going to be a problem
Yeah,
and
that's the only way to defend against air units now. to
to
prevent them.
catch it back. I mean, you can build a witch and then, you know, suddenly the situation turns around. And Ryota is a little surrounded as
Bit of
much
an-
as Ryota can be surrounded.
Bit of an incorrect order there in the decap. The sword on the beach attacks first for the extra counter attack
Oh,
damage.
but the sword on land can actually be hit by the opponent's sword.
Oh, that's true, because yeah, that way it doesn't die. That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, so there's a bit of give and take in that regard. Where
Yeah, yeah.
Mo takes down the knight.
Knight
Nicely
goes
done.
down. Here, 2 grooves coming in.
Oh, good
Okay, so-
damage. Takes down the tower again. Just like, I just want to, you know, mess with your production, and it's really working.
Yeah, I mean, very good value on that Ryota groove, you can see. Hits basically everything over there. And I mean, the important part is, oh, actually, I was going to say the important part is to keep King of Apples from building any anti-air. But now the barracks have one build. It's been a while since they were able to do that, but they're going to be able to build one unit.
I guess the question is, what unit do you build? So you have 2,600 gold. And
Actually going to control every fortified village. Yeah, it's really hard to call who's winning this, actually.
yeah, because, you know, on the left-hand side, you could see King of Apples just be like, I'm just going to build a bunch of naval and push. And, you know, like, losing all that production, it does mean you can focus your units, like, your unit count elsewhere. And we have seen people just, like, say, well, you know, I could just build a big navy and win. And, yeah, they build a
There we
Kraken.
go, Kraken.
Oh yeah, so barracks loss isn't that big of a deal on a map like this.
I mean, it's still, you know, not ideal, but you do have the option of, well, I could just build.
Yeah, it's like as barracks loss isn't like a deal breaker on this map if you have like other means of pressure elsewhere and you really push them fast. And I mean, oh, Jam2020 gonna get one fortified village back. Yeah. RP is gonna find some good value here. Actually.
Yeah, I actually feel like that Kraken probably should have been a harpoon ship, now that I think about it.
Oh, but you know, the Kraken can just grab the Harpy and then the Harpoon ship will be built behind or something.
Oh, that's a smart one, actually. Oh, because those tiles can't really be attacked, so... Yeah, you're right, you just move that merfolk out of the way.
Capture the fortified village.
Maybe, or heal it.
Yeah, something.
I
So
hope
yeah,
you-
Jam 2020. Oh, actually, I think one danger I'm seeing is that Jam 2020 might get stranded with Valder in the middle of enemy territory and units, and kind of have to barge escape.
Yeah, barge escape is a valid strategy.
Although, where do you even escape with the barge?
You can go up north, or you can go down south.
Well, I mean, you can't really go back to your own territory, you know?
It's fine. Oh, but there's a turtle coming out from Jam, so... It's,
This is a
scary.
little spooky for Valder. He doesn't have an escape plan.
He's just gonna stay and cap the village.
There we
oh,
go.
and the oh,
see
yeah,
the grab.
exactly. Exactly as prophesized.
And yeah, I mean, looks like, I mean, the King of Apples has some pretty good positions all over the board, but they're gonna have to worry about that Valder dying, you know?
Well, as long as they keep their commander alive, I think they're fine. I mean, you can always just retreat to that forest village and then just build Kraken and grab opponent's units to try to kill Valder. This is a very strange game. Just like a lot of back and forth going on constantly. Oh, those swords go down. I feel like it was almost a mistake to heal from that village to keep the swords a bit more health, because they just died anyway. But, you know, small plays here and there.
They can add up.
We'll see.
Mage was down.
I mean, this is the map kind of living to its name, you know?
Yeah. And
There's a bunch of units and enemy territory everywhere. We're like, how did that get there? But I think Jam2020 is gonna come out ahead because they have successfully captured their enemy's barrack, and they have multiple win cons they can choose from. They can go for the enemy HQ or the enemy commander.
I think the stronghold's the better option. Just like looking at where all the units are. There's a lot of knights in position to get. Like, they can't crit it right now, but they could in like a turn. You set up a very strong pressure on the opponent's strongholds. And they've got 2 barracks nearby to build from to be aggressive onto it, so. But we see the King of Apples, they're like, well, now they're leaving this open, so.
I'm just so happy we get to see the Kraken trap something, only to be killed next turn. It's like prime Kraken stuff right there.
The Kraken has been released.
Yep, has been, and it's causing some damage.
Actually, King of Apples has the force to defend their HQ. It's just water units.
Yeah, but they have to go into beach to really attack anything, and that then leaves those units vulnerable.
Yeah. I wonder if you almost just build a warship here.
Warship's banned on this map, actually, so.
Oh, right. So, yeah, I guess just Krakens.
I guess
These harpies just got obliterated by the harpoon ship crit. They took like 200% or something.
Ooh,
Oh,
tier
Valder
2.
tier 2. Oh, it's a bit unfortunate that it happened at the end of the turn. Because all the other swords have already moved. But I mean, that's gonna give Valder some sort of escort so that he can get back to safety.
And it puts a lot of pressure on Jam to actually finish the game, because all of a sudden, like, 2 units down on the army that was there.
Yeah, Valder could go and take the barracks back at this point.
TheKingOfApples has recovered surprisingly well from a very bad position.
Yeah. King of
Ooh.
Apples kind of back in the game, although we'll
Night
have
crit,
to
the Kraken.
we'll have to wait until this turn ends until we speak, because very good night crit to get.
Don't speak too soon. You know, stuff can happen, and especially in this map. Especially in Wargroove.
And we got
Ryota should have tier 2, I think.
Yeah, he'll have it when he wants. Oh, he's already got it, so.
Very fast. But now we also have to think King of Apples has a pretty strong water front that's approaching Jam2020's HQ. But looks like Jam2020 is like, okay, this Valder, I was gonna leave it alone, you know. He was okay on his corner over there, but now that he's come out, that's it. Looks like gets a night crit in even.
I mean, he still has a place to retreat to. He can still go back to that fortified village. But he's only got 3 movements, so he can't get to the forest. And that's actually very scary now that I look at it more. Oh, Krakens really do not hurt knights.
Yeah. I guess they kind of need the crit for that. Yeah. Not sure. I mean, there is Kraken support for Valder, but yeah, it's actually pretty awkward to kill him because if you commit too hard and he just escapes into a barge, then suddenly you've committed very hard for nothing.
And yeah, every time that goes by, King of Apples just has a much bigger economy to play with. I don't know how this is going to turn out. It's so... Like, Jam has the advantage in, like, production, right? There's, like, no question about that. Like, you got the extra barracks, you got the extra tower, but... King of Apples just has, like, so much more money. It's constantly putting
they're spending
pressure.
it pretty well, you know?
Yeah. I wish they would take the hideout, because I think actually building, like, an extra rifle in here would be really good, but... I guess you need every unit you can get when you're this far behind on production, so it's hard to find the time to build a sword to go and just capture that hideout.
Let's see.
This game turns so chaotic. There's fighting everywhere.
This is what the map is meant to be. Looks like, I mean,
1 second, phone call again.
there's a bunch of fighting everywhere. It's really hard to say what's happening because they're just attacking everywhere all the time. I mean, eventually Jam2020 should like take a lead because they have more production. But King of Apples is really making them work for it.
I mean, and having more units is like one thing, but and we're seeing here, like, you know, you're trading like a weakened spear into like full health knights, and is that really going to like win you the game? And you know, the answer to that question is no. And like, there's very like efficient units here. So there's like an archer behind this in the south. So, okay, the sword's actually gonna bust through and be able to kill that. So I guess I spoke a bit too soon, but if you're building like big units or like units that are very effective in like situations where you're kind of grinding it out with your opponent, like archers, I would have loved to have seen a golem get built. Like, I still think that would have been like a very excellent play, but
Yeah, I mean, I guess if there's like the best situation to build a golem is when you're up on income but behind in production, right?
yeah. And Valder, he's just in such an annoying position to attack because if it looks like he's in danger, you build a barge and you just get him out of there.
Frog, though. This frog surely will turn things around.
King Apple's just, I guess he's like slowly gaining ground again.
I mean, even without the barge thing, you could just have like the water units, like the Kraken support Valder if you go after him. So yeah, just like that, Merfolk.
And he
But
builds his
also,
own. He builds his own.
If you leave Valder alone, then this happens, and now you have to go back and deal with him.
Yeah, because he just builds his own army. He has his own production. This is so frustrating to play against because he's just going to capture that village back, and finally the hideout gets captured. And actually, there's a really cool play you can do here late game where you build a thief and you just capture the water village from the south in this case. And it can do that in one turn. And that thief is like so difficult to punish. You need a merfolk to kill it, or I don't even know if the merfolk kills a thief on beach in one turn.
I don't think it does. I mean, usually when I see a thief come out, I send a riverboat to go below that village so that the thief can't, like, get it from the other side.
Yeah, but you know, if you time it right, you can make it so your opponent can't do that. Okay, Jam swinging things back on the south side. The lack of production on the case of King of Apples is really starting to hurt in this particular case. Which, I guess is why he went for that hideout, because you know you're probably going to want to build a rifle at this point so you can start shooting units. A lot of trading of villages. Jam finally knocks this water village down, actually. This is very late into the game to knock this down.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's because the merfolks went and the Kraken went to the top to support Valder. So now, Jam2020 can just push over here. Yeah, get some very nice hit on that turtle. Doesn't quite finish it off, but there's no real counterattack here.
Yeah, everything went over to support Valder. Ooh, tier 2.
Ryota
Oh, very good damage.
decides to go for a different angle here.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
just
it
slowing
looks
those
like
units.
Jam2020 is going to commit more to attacking the HQ.
I mean, Valder could potentially get tier 2 groove this turn. Ooh, harpoons did not hurt Kraken though.
I'm back, sorry again.
Welcome back. It's just constantly them grinding it out. It's
Getting lots
Yeah,
of phone calls.
you have missed like 1 billion attacks.
Oh my
and-
god. Like, from when I left, it's still the exact same game state. Like, nothing changed. It's just
Yeah,
fighting.
it's still absolutely chaos. That's all we have to say about this.
The Felheim frog looks so cool, I have to say that. The Felheim frog design is magnificent.
Oh, really?
They have this fire.
I'm more of a Florin frog myself.
Oh yeah,
than,
definitely. Those two are the best.
alright.
Valder
Tier
tier 2.
Okay, so it's gonna decap the hideout and probably
With
capture it.
crit, that's gonna decap.
It's gonna very much decap. It's like,
Actually caps it, so now Valder is a very big threat to this barracks. You can spawn a thief there.
TheKingOfApples is playing this so well.
Yeah, and now they grooved before moving all their swords. Although they don't have that many swords, so they're not gonna get that much value. Yeah, I think now like they're good. Like it's becoming apparent that they have way less land units than Jam does. But I mean, they're still like in this game, and I think it's gonna take quite a while until the game ends. Still.
Oh, Kraken versus Kraken.
Yep. I mean, first hit with crit, gonna win that
Same.
every day.
And then the metaphor finishes off, yeah. They can destroy they also destroy Krakens, I mean. Ooh, and the fortified goes down.
Yeah, it looks like Jam has gone into a more methodical approach now. Sent Ryota to another part of the map and then focuses more on economy.
Yeah, I guess this has been needed for a while. Like, these fortified
Yeah.
villages have been a bit of a thorn in his side, so...
I mean, that's like 400 gold that that King of Apples had from the beginning that Jam2020 could have gone for, but didn't. And now that he's gone for them, King of Apples might start struggling for money.
I think a lot of knights get used here to hit buildings, and they're not necessarily...
That knight can actually get crit by the never mind, Riverbird doesn't reach. Oh, there's just so much stuff happening everywhere.
Yeah, I think...
It's really hard to commentate as well.
Yeah, it really is. I do think Jam is starting to slowly overwhelm here, though.
Yeah.
Mm,
I mean, they've had the they've had the extra barracks for a while now, and they've somewhat stabilized. So now they should pull ahead.
Oh, that's not a sight you want to see. Harpoon should not really be fighting into Kraken. I wonder if we're going to try and see an attempt to get Valder Groove out. Oh, we're hitting... I mean, that's not going to take it out, though.
Harpoon does so little damage to Kraken. Wow.
Okay, we're slowly seeing these archers make value. And because of the positioning, they're actually going to be able to be safe from like a counter attack, depending on... Like, you just need to spawn a spear in front here. Or actually just heal the mage, I guess.
Oh, and that keeps going for what you said earlier.
Yeah,
Harpoon
but...
crit onto Harpoon, nice find. That's, although that Harpoon wasn't really a big combat unit here, because it's not really strong against many things here. I think maybe you should hit something else. Although, I mean, Harpoons don't really have a good matchup against the
Ooh,
archers on
Kraken
both
and
sides.
Archer, one hits the Archer, wow.
Yep.
Behold the fell
Even on the mountain.
Are we going to see this barracks go
It
down?
was on the road.
Oh, right, oh, right. Even on the mountain. Oh, it's a road.
Oh, yeah, this,
I mean,
this
on
barracks
road
could go
might
down.
get crit.
Maybe an eye crit, yeah.
Looks like Valder's gonna take the barracks with no thief. And if he does take it over, we're in for an even longer game.
Yeah, this is, I think this is the longest maximum Carnage game we've seen so far.
This is the longest I've ever seen so
Yeah,
far.
I mean, these two players are pretty well matched. And, I mean, it's gonna take a while until one of them agrees to that the other one won, you know?
Yeah, and...
And there is a point where you've been playing games for so long that you're even more invested, you know?
Yeah. Although, the flip side can happen, though. You can just be like, oh, I've been playing this game for several weeks at this point, and nothing is happening, but
That definitely does happen.
yeah. We're gonna see how this one plays out. Alright. Finally, the spear crit on this mage, but the mage won't die because spear crits don't kill him.
That spear might go down though.
Yeah, there's a sword nearby that can finish that off. Oh, decides not
Oh wait,
to?
no other sword reaches.
Oh no, there's Marin in the way. Oh yeah.
Oh, we actually see the turtle on Kraken. That's the first time I see that happens.
That's uncommon.
Oh, and even with crit, it doesn't kill. Oh,
This match.
whoever said turtles counter Krakens, I don't know.
It's funny because this match went on for so long that we're seeing such rare unit interactions. Like stuff that would never happen in normal game. Are happening.
Oh wow, even a non-crit does so much damage.
Yep. Man, this. Okay, can we have predictions for how high the kill counts will be at the end of this game?
turn to dust.
I'm
I'm
saying around 40, 45,
I think
50.
50.
I
40.
think I might actually go. Hang on, what turn is it? I'm gonna cheat.
13.
I mean, I would go. I think 60 isn't unreasonable.
So Barrett and I are like 45, 50, and you're 60.
Yeah,
be
per
a
side. I mean,
disagreement.
the game hasn't ended yet, so...
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, so maybe we're gonna change our prediction.
You know, I was
Before-
gonna say like 100 before you guys
Ah,
spoke, but you know,
I'll see that
you're
never
such
happened.
low players, I can get away with 60.
I just want to check Valder. 129. Okay, he isn't building.
Yeah, as long as Valder doesn't die, we can get to some crazy high numbers here.
Yeah, although I do think Jam is slowly breaking this defensive front on the stronghold. There isn't enough production anymore to keep up with it.
Yeah, and Valder also is gonna have trouble dealing with that harpy.
You are
Oh,
already
tier
dead.
2, where's he going?
Oh, it's coming. Oh, okay.
Alright, just
No,
picks
going
off
for
those
the
dudes.
other barracks now.
Decent, decent.
I think that's game actually. I think that groove just clinched it out. And
No,
Valder is
Valder, you
not
want
in a
the
safe place.
hideout. Get in the forest.
That
I'm so
also
proud
doesn't
of
knock down.
Apple. Apple has done so well. I'm so proud of them. Like the fact they came back from such a position and they're such a new player. It's wow.
My hand, rise.
Very bad
Looks
done.
like Valder's gonna groove. Just a tier 1. I mean, we'll see if Valder dies next turn. I think it's possible.
Oh, we get to see the rare use of the turtle going underneath an opponent's unit.
Yep. Alright. Feel like that dealt about as much as the turtle crit from earlier dealt. That's weird.
Oh, that little
Just
donk.
barely scratching the tentacle. Oh, that's gonna hurt though.
Yeah, that'll finish
There
it
you go.
off. But I think even if King stabilizes on this left waterfront, the right one's done. There's a dragon supporting it now.
Yeah.
We're actually
That's
seeing
kinda
frogs
cheating.
in combat.
That's kind of cheating, you know?
Oh,
Oh, Frog doesn't finish it off.
I've never seen the frog combat animation. I've only ever seen them use to pull stuff or get killed.
Yeah, it never happens. They actually don't attack stuff.
Yeah.
They just pull bots.
Oh, it attacked like 2 times with a frog.
I've seen them get counter-attacked, I'll say that much, but...
Oh, actually, you're saying Jam is winning the right side water battle, but look what just happened.
I think Valder is now screwed though, so...
Yeah, I mean, that's probably how this game is gonna end. Is it this turn or is it next turn? We'll see. Yeah, second Harpy coming in.
You probably just build a dragon at this point in that north tower as well, and...
And it. I mean, the defense is not gonna do that much because Valder's on low HP.
I think, ooh, Harpy can crit from the left-hand side, so... And there's a
Ooh,
dog.
yeah, that might be it.
Yeah, this is gonna be it. I think dog follow-up will
Yep.
finish.
Yeah, definitely gonna finish.
But that was a hell of a game.
That was great. I think we actually saw 2 Valder tier 2 grooves, right? Or only one?
Yeah, we did.
We did see two
Yeah.
tier 3 grooves.
Yeah.
Saw like 3 or 4 Ryota grooves.
Alright.
Or okay, yes, we were right. Or like I guess. Something.
Wait, you don't add both of them?
No. We only.
What?
I was
Come
going
on,
per
that's
player, so...
cheating.
Yeah, I was going for prayer too, like perfect.
I mean, that's clearly 60. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
yeah, but like the kill value, like the 41. That's exactly what I meant. Yeah, that's right. In total, it's like 75, right? But like,
It says a lot that despite how many units Jam had killed more, and having more production as well, that like King of Apples was able to hold on that long.
Yeah, they're a fighter.
they were a fighter for sure.
That was super cool though. I love that game. That was one of the best, if not the best, we've had on this map so far. And this is between 2 players.
2 new players.
2 new players, and this is the first time I've ever seen King of Apples, and they played that well. I'm so excited to see more from them.
Yeah, me too. It's the first time I actually see them play at all.
Yeah, same. It's been really...
Like, great first impression, Mr. King of Apples, if you're watching this.
Yes.
Yeah, and also a great game by Jam2020, who keeps having good showing in these games.
Yeah, they're definitely... Well, I would say, like, of all the like new players who we've seen so far, Jam, I think, is the one I'm looking out for the most. Like, Warble as well, actually, I think is really strong. Those two.
Yep.
But King
We
of
also have-
Apples, like, I could see these two playing in, like, a top 8 for the next tournament. I think they have that potential. But...
We have few players who actually got high level. I think Skyro is also one of them. I think they're new,
Skyro's
right?
been around for a while.
Oh, they're not new? I thought they're new.
No, they're not new.
Scar's been around.
Oh,
but
wow.
I just want to cap this off by just saying, like, to summarize this thing, Jam just, you know, went for that production early and got it, and that's the very important thing. Like, we see a bunch of games where people try and push, they maybe flip the tower, but they don't do much with it, and they try and flip the barracks, and they don't really get much off of it, and then their opponent, like, wins on naval or something like that. But Jam played this really smart. They managed to flip the tower, they managed to flip barracks, and then it took them a while to realize that they needed to stabilize the economy. There was a couple turns where they were like fighting a whole bunch, and I think he kind of just recognized that, wait, I'm behind on money. I need to like go around. I need to move Ryota somewhere else and knock down like fortified villages. And then after that point, once the like economy stabilized, like Jam was able to just overwhelm with units, and I think that's kind of the story of the game. So yeah, very well played.
That's to sum up.
Yeah, it was a great game. I'm looking forward to seeing more. But that's us for now.
Yeah. Lots of Ryota on this map, by the way. So interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good map for him because like he has lots of places where he can go and make an impact.
Yeah, for sure. Lots of
And the
water.
range is good too.
Yeah, right. It's great for both Valder and Ryota.
Oh, by the way, speaking of new players, there's this Sedgehun player. I don't remember him from Wargroove 1, but like he kind of got into the top player pool. I don't know what he's doing there.
I think it's like
Maybe
new
moving
player. I
down
think
a little bit next
I think it was
time.
like put there by accident by the admins. It's like I don't know. It's like a confusion.
All right. Let's finish this up.